everybody, it's Riley, aka Honey Rags. So first of all, thank you for coming back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I am a full-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Relove, Etsy, you name it. I've probably either tried it out, been on it, or I am currently reselling on it. So today I want to do a what sold video. That's like the main focus of the video. But before I do a what sold, I want to talk about the polar vortex and how it is affecting reselling. So, and before I get into this, on my last video, I think 2 people mentioned that it was hard to hear me. So I am gonna get a microphone. I'm just gonna get like a filming microphone off of Amazon. But until then, I'm just going to try to talk louder. So when I first started this channel, I had no idea how many subscribers I was going to get within the first couple of months. I didn't know if it was going to be a really slowly growing process. Luckily, it's grown pretty quickly to, almost 1,200 subscribers right now. So I'm definitely investing in a microphone. So just bear with me until that comes. So I do want to talk about the polar vortex and how that affects your orders, how it affects you as a seller, even if you are not from the Midwest, which it really started last week. There were a couple of people from California and Arizona who really didn't understand the severity of it. So I thought I would bring it up in this video and kind of explain to you guys if you don't know. And if you are someone who is experiencing the effects of the polar vortex, you can kind of relate to me when I say this. So my son has been off school this is the 5th consecutive day in a row that he has been off school. He is not expected to go back tomorrow. The reason this affects me as a reseller, and it could affect you as a reseller, is because today is the 2nd consecutive day that our governor has declared a state of emergency for West Michigan. I think for all of Michigan, I'm not totally sure though. And USPS, United States Postal Service, which is what Poshmark sales go through, this is the 2nd day of it being shut down in the state. So I live in Michigan, and even if you are not from Michigan, this affects you because there are plenty of other areas who are shut down. If your package has to go through the Midwest, it might get caught up. It might have a delay if it has to go through the Midwest. We had like an emergency alert system go off last night about turning our heat down to 65 to preserve natural gas, that something happened with Consumers Energy in Macomb County or something like that, which is, I believe, near Detroit. One of the plants caught fire. So it was like this emergency service that messaged everybody in the lower peninsula of Michigan, lower your heat down. So just in case. There was something tied with energy, consumers, and DT. So yeah, it's pretty serious. And not to like blabble on with you guys, but if you're a buyer or a seller, and especially, this is geared especially towards buyers, if you are watching this, just please be kind with your patience and understanding the delays. So the reason it hit me so hard is on Tuesday, like I said, I totally got sidetracked here, but our mail truck could not make it down our dead-end road. So I haven't had mail picked up Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, not incoming or outgoing mail. The even bigger problem is there were some sales that I had on Sunday, and of course, if you don't know, mail doesn't even come on Sundays. So there were some sales I had on Sunday that I had packaged out to go out on Monday because I knew mail was coming on Monday, and the mail was super late. It was totally my own fault. We got slammed with the snow, with the wind chill, and my mail truck couldn't make it down Tuesday, Wednesday, and here we are today. So I have packages that have been sitting since like Sunday, like this immense anxiety about cancellations and a bad review. But luckily, I reached out to Poshmark and I kind of explained to them, listen, we're under a state of emergency. I have had packages sitting, and this is my only shipping delay that I've ever had. Am I going to get penalized for this? Because I'm sure it's something I could Google, but I've been on Poshmark for under a year. I've been reselling for way longer than that, but Poshmark under a year, so I don't know how they're shipping. So I asked them, and they sent me a really nice response. So a lot of times, like with Poshmark and eBay and bigger platforms, a lot of times when I do ask questions and I get responses, I feel like it's kind of like a robotic response. Like it was kind of like a bot copy and pasted all these responses, informed them to my question a little bit better. But this one, like, I felt like a real person was on the other end and answered my question. I should pull up the email, but it said just something along the lines of, you know, stay warm. It's where you won't be penalized. Just ignore the Poshmark reminder messages. Just a reminder that the buyer can still decide to cancel the transaction if it hasn't been shipped in 7 days. After 21 days, Poshmark will automatically cancel the sale. So it was a nice response. It was a little bit comforting to know, okay, like they're at least understanding. Because the problem is, I think, with the polar vortex issue and like the wind chills and the state of emergencies that we're literally going through, it's not something like this just like catastrophe. I mean, thank God, you know, it's not a catastrophe like when there's a hurricane or an earthquake or something that is all over the news. It's very broadcasted. Everybody's very aware. I don't think the polar vortex is as broadcasted as something like that. So, you know, to my surprise, when I said something on Instagram about the shipping delay, there were a few people who didn't even realize that it was severe enough to cause a shipping delay. So if you're a buyer or a seller, anybody who has packages going through the Midwest, going to the Midwest, just be patient. Some things might be messed up for a while. It's supposed to be better next week, so hopefully everything gets back on track next week. Also, somebody informed me that eBay I don't know if they sent out a message or if they contacted them, but somebody on my Instagram informed me that eBay said that they would not let negative reviews due to the shipping delay from the extreme weather we're having in the Midwest. They wouldn't let the negative reviews affect their account, basically. I do think that eBay has like an algorithm as far as like, you know, shipping time, stuff like that. They said that they won't let it affect your account. I don't know what that means by that, but at least just knowing that these platforms are, you know, aware that this is happening. So sorry for the like 10-minute rant. I just wanted to get that off my chest because it's something that I've had really like high anxiety about, you know, knowing all my packages are kind of just sitting there and they're building up, and I'm selling more, and it's like I'm looking at this big pile of packages and I feel so guilty because I know if I packed it all up into my car, I could find a United States Postal Service drop-off location, because I think the offices are still open. They're just not, obviously the mail trucks aren't receiving or delivering mail, but I have 3 young children. And to me, it's not worth risking our lives. Literally, that's how bad the roads are, guys. Like visibility is low. It's pure ice. It's not worth risking our lives to make sure those packages get sent out, you know, today. So I did see that some sellers were actually going out of their way to drop off packages at the Postal Service. And I think like that is, I mean, you know, good for you. Like that's dedication right there. But with my 3 young kids, to bundle them all up, get them in the car just to drop some packages off at the postal office, it's kind of a decision I made for myself and my business. I'm gonna wait it out. So hopefully, if for some reason mail still isn't coming tomorrow, hopefully I can convince my fiance to bring the packages to the postal office for me. But if not, like I said, it is going to be one of those things that I think I'm just going to have to wait out. I am very scared to bring my kids out in this. So that is my rant. So now I can go through what sold with you guys. So this is stuff that sold within the last 5 days or so, 5 or 6 days. I thought for sure I was going to have like lots of sales during this vortex issue, because I figured, well, I'm going to be sitting home all day. I'm just going to be listing and sharing my closet and updating listings. But with my kids, they're super hyper. They're full of energy. I can't get more than like 2 minutes straight on my phone. They're watching Paw Patrol right now, so I could quick film this video. But I haven't had like as many sales as I thought I would have from this cabin fever type situation I'm going through. But I'm just gonna go through them. They're not in order. The more what sold videos I make, the more specific I'll be with you guys. You know, I can break down numbers for you guys better as far as like my initial investment and the profit after fees. But right now I'm just gonna go through what sold. I'm gonna pop a little image in the corner of my video so you guys can see a picture of what sold. I'll tell you what platform it sold on and hopefully like how long it was listed and what I paid for it. So like I said, no particular order. I sold a pair of Timberland women's heeled leather ankle boots, which were in great condition. These sold for $58, which was my full asking price on eBay. Again, on eBay, I don't offer free shipping, so the buyer paid the shipping as well. This customer, I actually reached out to and I let them know about the shipping delay, because I should clarify to let all of your buyers know about the shipping delay, because a lot of them may not be aware. So I did reach out to all of them, and she actually was one of the first to message me back, and she was so sweet. It turns out she's from West Michigan too, so she completely understood. She was like, yeah, listen, I live in a rural area. We're not getting mail either. Don't sweat it. So that was comforting. I also sold a pair of Michael Kors Pia ankle slip-ons for $40. So I had these listed at $49 for a couple months, and somebody came in and offered $40, which is reasonable. These I purchased at TJ Maxx when they went on yellow tag clearance for about $12. So not a huge profit, but would I do it again? Yes. I sold a Third Man Records top, which I believe is a Detroit based. It wasn't anything special as far as the brand. It was just like one of those district t-shirts that had been printed on, but I sold it for $18 on Mercari, and on Mercari I do offer free shipping, so I only made about $14 on that, even less after fees because I shipped it first class. I sold a pair of Athleta purple hiking pants, which those I sold for $16 on Mercari. I got those from the Goodwill bin, so I probably paid like $1 or less for them. I didn't realize when I purchased them that they were missing the drawstring, so I adjusted the price down to $16. Free shipping, so I didn't make that much, but they were from the bin. So I sold a bundle, and I'm not going to be able to show you guys a picture of both of the jeans because they look like the exact same thing. They were Victoria's Secret Siren jeans. They were in excellent condition. Somebody offered me $12 a pair. They were almost the exact same. They were just a slightly different wash. She offered me $12 a pair. I sent her a bundle offer for $24 for the both of them, so she accepted it. I also sold this Karl Lagerfeld really cute sweater. I think I had it listed for $35. Somebody sent me an offer for $20 on Poshmark. I didn't want to counter. I didn't want to lose the sale because I'd only been sitting on it for a couple of weeks, so I just accepted. I sold a pair of Hugo Boss men's jeans for $30 on Poshmark. That was a good flip. I think I only paid like $2.99 for them. I sold a Life is Good graphic top on Poshmark for $14. That was another full asking price sale. I sold a Michael Stars zip-up sweater for $25. I think I had it listed something like $32. They offered me $25. I had been sitting on it for a couple months, so I just accepted. I've told you guys in a previous video, I'm not going to pick up Michael Stars anymore. It's something that didn't get, it sat for a while. My other pieces didn't get a lot of attention. This piece got quite a bit of attention, but I think it's because it's a cute, I mean, look at the picture. It's a cute piece, but for all the attention it got, it didn't move quickly. So I'm probably going to skip Michael Stars from now on. I sold a Lucy Performance compression tank top for $15 with a built-in sports bra. That was another full asking price sale. I sold this Madewell polka dot top for $10. I had it listed for $20. Somebody offered me $10. It was listed for a long time. It's not anything super special, so I'm like, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to accept it. Obviously, I probably paid like $3 for it, and after Poshmark fees, like I made like $4 or something like that. So not worth it. I wouldn't pick it up again, but like, trial and error. I also sold a pair of LOLE pants, LOL, which is a Canadian-based active brand. I think they're yoga focused as well. So I sold a pair of their pants for $10. I think I had them listed at $16. Again, somebody offered me $10. It was like within an hour of selling the Madewell top for 10. So I'm like, okay, I'll just accept both $10 offers. It'll put $14 into my account. Obviously it's like the profit margin was barely there, but you know, trial and error. I like picking up Lola. I think I'm saying that right, L-O-L-E. I like picking it up. It does sell well for me, but these pants I think were just, they weren't anything special. I think as soon as I brought them home, I figured the most I could get for them is 16. So I'm just going to list them at 16 and hopefully I get a full price sale. That didn't happen. They weren't listed for that long. I could have probably got more out of them, but it is a good brand. So I don't want to say like trial and error. I'm not going to pick that brand up again. I think it was just the style. So I also sold a bundle, which I'm going to try to show you guys all of the individual pieces somewhere around here. It was 2 vintage sweaters, a Foxcroft, really pretty detailed button-up, a wooden ship's top. It was almost a poncho, but it was actually a top, which is also an Anthropologie brand, and a new with tags Zara scrunch top. So the bundle was priced at $119, and I have not had like a big thick bundle sale in a while. And I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna send this person like a super reasonable offer. I think I sent her an offer for $60 for everything, which was literally 50% off what I was asking. But like individually, all of the pieces I paid like $3 each for. So I was still making like somewhere around, I should have done the breakdown for this, but I was still making like somewhere around like a $7 to $10 profit on some of the items individually. And when you put that together with 5 pieces, it adds up. It all got sent to the same person, so you know, the shipping, the packaging was easy for me. I sent them the offer for $60 and they accepted it within like 10 minutes. So I was pretty excited. The more somebody bundles with me, the more of a discount I'm gonna give them, right? So if somebody bundles 2 or 3 things, I'll probably send them offer for 20 to 30% off and see if they counter or accept. But if they're bundling like 4, 5, 6, 7 items, I'm gonna cut them, you know, I'm gonna cut them a deal. It's just like when you go to Kohl's and they'll give you, you know, $25 off of 100. It's like the more you spend, the more you get. So moving on, I sold this Forever 21 Oriental style zip up. So Forever 21 is not a brand that I would pick up, obviously, just for the brand. It doesn't retail for that much new, but this one was a style that I could not find online. So I knew if somebody was seeking out a specific style, this one was a little bit harder to find. I picked it up at the bins, so I paid less than $1 for it. This has been listed for a long time. I'm talking like 5 or 6 months. As you can tell in the picture, it's very, like, the picture is poor quality compared to the pictures that I upload now. So I've had it listed forever. I had it listed at 16, somebody offered me 12, and you bet your ass I accepted that right away. I've been waiting to get this piece the hell out of my closet. So I still made a profit on it. I sat on it for that long and I still had a profit. So I'm happy. So moving on, my hard goods sales have been pretty slow. So usually through Etsy, I have really consistent hard goods sales. If you haven't watched my last What Sold videos, I said something about vintage ceramics and how it's a really good thing to get into. It's so much fun. You can get so creative with reselling vintage. I sold a pair of 24 karat gold painted. They were these really cute logs with little tiny squirrel details on them. They were pink and gold, they were kitsch. Sold them at $28. That was a great flip. Etsy only takes like 10% of the sale, so. And I also sold these hand embroidered vintage napkins for $19. So plus, of course, the buyers on Etsy pay shipping. I do not offer free shipping on Etsy. So those were my sales. So hopefully I didn't I always say this during every video, like hopefully I didn't just blabble on, but sometimes, like when I'm watching other sellers, I'm usually like shipping or sharing my closet, or I'm doing something so that the video's in the background. So I'm fine with listening to people tell me their daily lives and their daily stories. But I know some people just like, they'll see a video like, oh, what sold? They click it, they just want to see what sold, and then they want to be done. So they can kind of get that information in their head and then store it for the future. So I'm kind of like, I'm always like, am I talking too much? Am I telling you guys too much? Am I dragging this on like right now? But seriously, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy my what sold videos. If you are somebody who, if you're in the Midwest and you're sitting through this polar vortex with me, my cabin fever is like on 100. So just bear with it. Just bear with me. We are stronger than this storm. So thank you for watching. Like I said, in the future with my what sold videos, I will give you guys like a breakdown of the total investment and the total flip. So I don't do like the financial breakdowns every week. I do it like monthly. That's something I can also share with you guys if you want to know. Obviously, I didn't profit 100% of these sales that I showed you. Obviously, I have to consider fees and what I paid. And right down to like shipping costs when it comes to buying extra bells and whistles for packaging my items. But yep, in the future I can do that for you guys. So as always, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, which is how I really stumbled across this reseller community, go follow me now. It's honey.rags, and from there is a link tree to most of my platforms: Relove, Poshmark, I believe Etsy. So yeah, so there's a link tree on that. Go follow me if you have an Instagram, and as always, I would love if you guys could hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to me that people are so interested in my reselling journey. So thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have happy selling and have great sales.